Some 2 to 2.5 years ago, I entered into a very dark place. My marriage had just ended in acrimonious divorce. My ex was living with her new partner and my 3 children in our house. I received poor advice from my legal advisors and the legal establishment. Parts of my family were unsupportive, emotionally and financially. To cap it all, I was having problems with my work life and friends were falling by the wayside. I previously explored other avenues of coaches, counsellors, support groups, you pretty much name it. I tried it, obtaining only limited short-term intermittent success or progress before being unable to navigate or manage the next challenging situation. I was finding it all too much to deal with. It was then that I met Katie Lockwood and recognised that she was a successful coach and mentor with ImproveMyWorld.com. I got in touch, we met up, and I began to share my struggles with her and asked her to help me. This she agreed, and we had a number of sessions together. I started to feel better and had a huge sense of relief and belief to finally find someone who could relate to and empathise with the issues I was facing. She would listen carefully, ask insightful questions that were actually relevant to me and would ignite thoughts and feelings whilst providing practical advice for me to follow. She then suggested I go on the Way course, which she and her colleague Vernon Sankey conducted. The Way course has 8 modules and takes place over approximately 8 weeks. It is supported by very good videos, and after each 1.5-hour session, a detailed feedback email would be sent to me. I received additional materials such as guided meditations and an affirmation to use in advance of each session. Our discussions were open and often intense, and each point covered in appropriate depth. We also had fun and many light-hearted moments. I've really enjoyed the Way course. It's kind of given me a reset and a refocus and re-energised me in a way I desperately needed it too. I've told Katie and Vernon that I look forward to each session, and in some ways, they were a highlight of my week. I have realised I was getting better, and that discussing my situations and experiences and referencing those to the course was both refreshing and reassuring. As I began to absorb and learn the teachings of the Way, I began to notice major changes in myself, in my mood, my energy, my willingness to address my problems, and my enjoyment of life. My self-confidence increased, I was less stressed, and my enthusiasm returned. I started looking at new business opportunities and how I might share these with others. I feel able to operate in this world, living a fear-free, truthful, respectful life where I am able to observe, accept, understand, and forgive. Additionally, I have set boundaries that have resulted in a huge improvement in my self-esteem and self-respect. As a result, my relationship with my children have improved, and I have rediscovered my parents and their unconditional love and support. The Way course is a very professionally constructed and delivered course, better than anything I'd experienced before. Katie and Vernon have a wealth and depth of experience and are really well equipped to address a wide range of emotional and psychological issues with kindness, diplomacy, and a huge professionalism. I just want to say a really big thank you for getting me back on track. It's been a wonderful experience.